and I make my way up. I'm out here stepping, repping, flow electric, time for the wake up. Got rid of them leeches, weakness, ain't no breaching, God up beside us. Still ride with a duke in the fleece, I'ma up my piece if you're trying to divide us. Still count my blessings, legends, by confessions, go to the higher. These ain't come from the cars, we different in breed, could never deny us. I'm removing the scales from my eyes, I see through the lies, they pop. Piper, warfare with spiritual force, just fighting the demons, really for life.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably you before I your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us. Broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she better with the fishing hook. Listen up, I've had to hit the cup, so if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'ma I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Biz starts up, I ain't coming home with a full. All you rappers still washed up, I don't push weight, I just pull chips. She ain't pulling the socks.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Denver Broncos and the New England Patriots. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. And off we go from Foxborough. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. First play, and May goes to the end. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Quick throw here is complete. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
To throw on first down is May. Oh, man, it's Kyle Williams. He's got it. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding him to just a short gain.
Right back to Williams. They connect again. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a gain of 6. They get 16 on that connection. First down, New England.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's May. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a gain of
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now the first carry for the Rutgers Scarlet Knight, Isaiah Pacheco.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Throwing on third down is May. That is caught. What a throw. Chris Godwin. Touchdown, Patriots. It's his third touchdown catch this year.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Nix, now to throw it here on first down. That's taken in. It's R.J. Harvey. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's over the middle and caught by Collins. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. Now the former Ohio State Buckeye is J.K. Dobbins. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
2 more yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
From the 24 now, here's second and 6. Play action now. It's Nix. That is caught to the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver. It's his 4th touchdown on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On play action, here's May. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 4 catches already in this opening quarter, off to a hot start as he picks up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's May. First down throw there is incomplete.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Second and 10.
Crazy.
Out of the gun, here's May. This one completes to Bateman. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and
3rd and a yard. He'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Patriots first down. Able to convert, albeit not by much, but they get it on 3rd and a yard.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Crazy. 5.
Now, May. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 46, here's second down and 4. Throwing is May. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. And we're back to Foxborough in a moment. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football, as they've got it with 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. Down the right sideline. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, New England. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Patriots will move out to a 14-7 lead. So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. Now return coming from the 7th. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. On first down, here's Nix to throw. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively all over him. And it'll be second down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
That ball is caught on the sideline, and both feet inbounds. A big third down pickup for a first down. A gain there of 13 yards.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
They'll go play action with Hicks. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. We're going to put a man in motion to the right. On second down, it's Nix. And he let him a bit too much. The pass is incomplete.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own. And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring fourth down right in the face.
On the return is Jones. And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20.
They're on the 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Here gets it. Hey, what's that?
May gonna look to throw. The pass rush gets home and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Hey, what's that?
A handoff to Pacheco. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
A gain of 8 brings up 3rd and 12.
What's that? Hey, what's that? Hey, get.
To throw now, May. Over the middle, that's Godwin. Now he's loose at the 40. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. It's a big hit for the Patriots. Gains an even 70 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 6-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And that will get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Ready, what's up?
Third and short. And here is May. On the move left. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Here we go, front. Ready, what's up?
They'll go. Here's May. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted, but let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
On the ground, here's Dobbins.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Foxborough after this. Second down. Nix. Down the field. Caught on the left sideline. Big jump out of bounds. Just shy of midfield. A big play after being backed up. Pickup of 46 yards. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Got it open downfield on the crossing route. And will move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. They'll send their tight end left. Nix now on 1st and 10. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Brian Cook. And the Patriots are going to take possession here at their own 6.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception, but in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue, because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
May to throw on 2nd down. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. but that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Throwing on third down is May. Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down. They're going. It's May. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle, and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day long, and we're going to go pick up this first down.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown, Broncos.
And this is just high-level quarterback play down here in the red zone. The way they teach them their progressions, Mike, it's touchdown, check down. You don't want to take a sack. You certainly don't want to turn the ball over. He knows he has nothing down the field, nowhere to go to his receivers and tight ends. Check it down to your back. Let them do the rest after the catch, and it results in a touchdown.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
What's that? Hey, what's that? Hey, Garfield! That's your man! That's your man!
Start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
I like the change of pace. The idea that you want to keep the ball on the ground, but you don't want to do it in the traditional sense of just turning around and handing it off to your running back. So this time, they give it to the wide receiver, they get him in space, get the ball in his hands, and he turns it into a solid game.
Here goes that. Crazy. Hey, what's that?
Off the play fake, it's May. On the run to the right. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw in the is incomplete.
If he's able to get the ball out of his hand on time, that's probably a completion, but there's a little hesitation for one reason or another, and by the time he lets it go, he has a defender bearing down on him and leads to an incompletion.
Ready, what's that?
Throwing on second down, May. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And the Broncos will take over at their own 14-yard line.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
Nix had to throw it here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to air this one out.
You know, Mike, we're seeing both these offenses come out here and play a little fast and loose in the passing game. The last two throws for each team, both resulting in an interception. Now, don't get me wrong. Neither of these secondaries is going to complain. They'll happily feast on those type of throws the rest of the game. But I get a sense on these next two drives, come out here, establish the run, dose of ground and pound. Let's settle things down offensively and regroup for the rest of this game.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This will be from 47 yards. Bates' kick is good. And the Pats move out in front. The new score, 17-14.
What a way to close out the half, Mike. They essentially stole 3 points right before the break, and I think that's something they could build on at halftime and give them some positive momentum coming out for the second half.
From the 6, here comes a return. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half. Points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. He fields it at the 8. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down throw for Nix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
And for a third time today, he's intercepted. Hits by the rookie out of Oklahoma.
And these are the types of plays they envisioned when they invested a first-round pick on this defensive back just a few months ago. I mean, he's entered the league, Mike, with a reputation for having almost offensive wide receiver type ball skills. And those ball skills were certainly on full display that time.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Torpedo. Jack.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Hey, here goes tonight. Hey, what's up?
Once again, it's Pacheco. There he goes, inside the 30. And he's in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Patriots. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So following the touchdown, Borregales is back to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action now. It's Hicks. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be run out of bounds. It's a good game on 1st down. They pick up 7 yards. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Working out of the gun. It's Nix. Pushed out to his left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down. Forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. That is run in downfield by Sutton, and he will score! Cortland Sutton, touchdown Denver. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
What's that? Hey, what's that? Yep, 45, there you go.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to be fouled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Zach Allen there on the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Jim Wright. Hey, no, here.
A give here to Pacheco. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, here's May. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Working out of the gun. It's May. That's taken in. He's going to have the Pats first down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
They do a really nice job of taking everything away initially, but you have to keep the quarterback in the pocket, especially if you're playing man coverage. You simply can't ask your coverage unit to match up and cover that long.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. 15-yard pickup there. Good for a Patriots first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
Made out on 1st and 10. And that one incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead. despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, what's that? Hey, Angel!
From the gun, here's Pacheco. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
3rd, they need 8.
What's that? 5. Hey, what's that? Crazy!
May gonna look to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball is incomplete.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3? It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now, here comes a return from the 9. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be taken down on a return on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We'll go play action with Hicks. This one out of the way. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor. And this time, it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Like, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play. 3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come 3rd down.
6 catches for him in the ballgame now. This one's good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. This is hot toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
Makes the score, Broncos 48, Patriots 37.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. To throw on first down is May. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Ready, what's that?
They're going to run out of the gun with Pacheco. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here goes that. Ready, what's that?
They'll run right side with Pacheco. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find the crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
No, what's that? Ready, what's that?
Here's Pacheco. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. Moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down.
At the 13-yard line.
Here's Pacheco. And he'll take this one in. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, New England. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
You just don't see these kind of holes too too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
This is a big spot for the Patriots as they'll go for 2.
The Patriots will line up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
So a big change here. They go from down 1, score the touchdown, add the 2. Now they lead by 7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll run here. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as the tackle is made just shy of the 30.
Best time to call a draw is when the defense is playing a pass situation, so a down and distance that screams pass. You want those defensive linemen ripping up the field thinking, I'm going to go sack the quarterback. In this case, they time it perfectly, hands the ball off to the back. Big pickup. A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. Double as good there. They get the first down and save a timeout. A pickup there of 28 yards. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Dobbins. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Patriots' 36-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. 2 times they've connected on this drive now. This one for 21 yards and a first down. Here's Nix to throw. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. A pickup of 10, and it's going to set up 1st and goal. Here is 1st and goal. To throw is Nix. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, coverage excellent there. It'll bring up 2nd and goal. Here's Dobbins. Hard running close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal. Patriots going to use their first timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. And it's a touchdown. They have gotten to within one, and a 2-point conversion can give them the lead here in the final minute.
Mike, I know everyone has their opinions about whether to kick it or go for 2, but my honest opinion is I don't even think there's a decision to be made. I'm keeping my offense on the field. We've practiced all week for our gotta-have-it 2-point play. Dial it up. Do not play for overtime. Win this game now in regulation.
The Broncos will
throwing is Nix. That's going to be caught. Not playing for the OT. They get the 2-point conversion and take the lead here in the final minute. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
You should get out of my way. You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your fucking face out of my way. Out of my way.
Here's 1st and 10. The Broncos going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Here's 1st down. To throw is May. That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Here we go. One final play. Exiting the pocket right. Now he'll air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out